here, you guys. I always do this mouse upside down, by the way, every time.
It's hard to tell what happened.
If you were part of our team, you'd be seeing these things every single day. We always share real ideas with each other all the time. We're in a real relationship. You guys have real relationships with people? You know what that is? You just keep on sending them reels over and over and over again. That's true love right there. But I wanted to get, and we're gonna send this to you guys, okay? But I wanted to give you some, the question mark becomes, okay, what buttons do I push, right? Like, and I think we can figure that out. What I find is most people don't know how to start. Like, what do I say? Now, if I asked you a question, as Eric, what's the steps of a transaction? He'd be able to tell me. But if I just said, hey, can you make a post about the steps? And he's like, so we have to learn how to ask ourselves questions. That's the majority of it. So I want to just take an example of Kelly earlier was giving her 10 steps, and you saw it was our 30-minute presentation. She can make a reel out of that with the 10 steps on the screen or in the caption. So the content is the content, and then you can make so many different versions of it. And then the one that tends to get the most views are those B-roll videos. You guys know what B-roll videos are? You guys heard of that term before? Okay, I'm gonna show you some examples, and you guys will have all this. We're gonna email every single thing that you've seen, every person's hand. You guys know we send that out to you guys, so you don't have to ask every single time. Everyone who's registered is gonna get it. So this one is a great video. It's about how to do 100 faceless reels in 2 minutes. Do you have 2 minutes? Maybe.
I'm about to show you how to make 100 faceless reels in 2 minutes. Let's go. Start by heading over to ChatGPT and entering this prompt. Now, ChatGPT will give you all of this content in table format. Next, head over to Canva and type in reel.
We're not gonna do this right now. Go home and watch it, right? So if you go everywhere on Instagram, there's all kinds of tips on how to create reels. But there are a lot of tools. Like I said, ChatGPT should be your BFF. Is everybody using ChatGPT? Yeah, it's amazing, isn't it? I bet we don't even use it to its like full capacity, for sure. This is an example of what type of post you can do for every content format. So single post, which would be like the typical traditional picture on Instagram. You can do checklists, memes, quotes, routines, like so you guys type on the screen. Reels, tutorials, behind the scenes, before and afters, trends, talking head. Talking head is where you have the camera just looking at you, you see your head and you're talking. That's why it's called talking head, that's all it is. Acting out skits, that's a little bit more TikTok, but it's kind of coming over to Instagram now. You guys see the skits that people are just saying the words. Product reviews, Q&A, response, day in the life. Carousels are tutorials. Carousels, you guys know carousels where you have it's just you swipe a bunch of pictures, but it could be like written word, it could be a bunch of pictures with words on top of it. Those are carousels, okay? You're gonna see some examples of these. And then stories. Me, I personally don't get the stories.
You don't get stories?
I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't understand. Like I don't.
Yeah, you can just see who's looking at it. It's like a stalker's dream.
I know, but like I don't like. Okay, I don't get it. But it's important, and the key. And one of the things I know they do, because that's where the engagement happens, right? So there's another. That's what I'm saying. Well, it's right here. Q&As, polls, ask me anything.
Literally today
Like,
should be on your stories.
right.
A quick little, I just went to a
Yes.
thing. Do you want my notes?
I mean, I paid several $1,000s. I know what they're supposed to be for. I still don't get it because I'm a Facebook girl. Yeah.
You just gave us an example, right?
Yeah.
You said that, what was her name?
Kelly.
Kelly, you said Kelly could take all 10 of those things and do a post, right?
Yeah.
She can also do a story.
She can do 10 stories.
10 stories
one,
and lead
step
it
two,
back
step
to the
three.
post that goes
Actually,
in there.
every time you make a post in a reel, you share. So here's how you get your Instagram account up faster. You are the one that hearts it first. You are the one that makes a comment first. So I just repeat whatever, a comment, whatever. And then you share it to your own story next. So now you've done 3 things on that post immediately the minute that it was posted.
Yeah.
So now Instagram says, wow, already there's engagement. It doesn't
Yeah.
care that it's from you.
But so like the feed, okay, feed is more Facebook, for those of us who are more used to Facebook, right? We're used to scrolling on the feed, that's how social media started, right? Apparently, the new kids, they like the stories, okay, but the feed is gonna be curated, okay? That's your pretty content. And then your stories is your personal content. So there's a couple different pieces of what you're trying to do, and I think where we have to get people to understand that marketing is marketing whether it's online or not. And the whole goal of marketing is get people to know you, like you, trust you. And so those terms in social media marketing are gonna be growth, that's know you, growth. If you hear somebody say, we want to do a growth plan, strategy, that's to get more people to know you. Now, we want them to also like you, because could they know you and not like you?
Yes.
Right. Could they like you and not trust you?
Yep.
Is that different content? So all of that is all related to each other, and the more intimate people feel with you, like they feel like they're actually talking to you, that's more stories, right? That's what stories are supposed to be. I still don't get it, but whatever. It doesn't matter if I get it or not, because that's the answer, right? At the end of the day, it's not social media, it's business media.
Yeah.
Remember we had that conversation in June? It's not about you putting it's business. We're trying to get business. We gotta do what we gotta do for business, right? Here's a video that says, don't shoot every day, B-roll for every niche. And I'm gonna continue as Jessica did apparently. I don't care about that, okay. Oh geez. I know, it's fine, it's not gonna do it. But these are B-roll. This is B-roll. B means behind the scenes. That's what B-roll, okay, for those of us who used to have cassettes, remember there was the A side and the B side? This is B-roll. That's where B comes from. In filming a movie, you have the main characters talking and you got people walking behind. That's the B-roll. So everybody's like, what does B-roll mean? Behind the scenes with B, it's like not your A-roll of me talking, it's the B-roll. I'm doing something else. I'm sitting in a chair and someone takes a video of me sitting in a chair. And it's like, does that work? It works. You know why? Because the videos are like 4 to 6 seconds.
Right.
The key is in the content, the caption, you have something really, really valuable that takes them a long time to read. So as they're reading that content, it just keeps on looping and looping and looping and looping and looping. Which Instagram says, wow, they're watching this reel like 75 times. It must be really good, right? So this is what B-roll is for and why it can grow your account really, really quickly. Okay? And this is what we're doing today. Have you guys ever made B-roll before?
No.
Yeah? Are you guys excited for that?
Yes.
Yeah, cool. So here, like again, I'm gonna give you, do you see how we have all of these like words here? And if this was still playing, I mean, I pause it, I can't stand it. But if he keeps rolling, 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 we would have watched it now 15, 20 times by the time we get to the end, okay? So B-roll. This feels a lot more accessible for most people. This is the reel. Over here, if I clicked it, it would take you, and this is all it is. This girl is sitting here for 6 seconds with her face on screen, and then there were all these words on the screen. And how long do you have to stare at that to read those little white words, and then maybe take notes?
Look, now I get it.
So it keeps on looping.
You did tell me that.
Looping and looping and looping and looping. Also, this is really valuable, right? Okay, so this right here, it gives you a weekly and daily and a monthly, if you scroll down, a monthly schedule. Isn't that what we want? Somebody give me a system. Somebody tell me what to do and when, so I can plan it and put it in my calendar. So weekly, every Monday, go through your photos. Who in there, can we do an exercise right now? I feel like we should do a contest here. Who has the most in your recent, how many pictures and videos do you have? Top left, recent. How many pictures and videos do you have in your phone right now?
Is it what?
In your phone?
I have 14,000.
20,000?
I have 29,000,
13,000.
40,000.
7,550.
Anybody else?
Oh, wait, you said recent or total?
Total.
Total, 40,000.
29,000.
Total number of photos and videos.
I don't think I have any.
I know, see it's out.
Total.
How do you say that?
I think you win. She said 51,000. Mine is 47,296. 52?
Oh, that's recent.
You guys are gonna tie for the win. Do you think, hang on, that we can somehow find a video? Maybe it's just you doing a video tour and you go like this for 3 seconds.
I got 500.
Could you take a long video and cut out several smaller pieces? Could you take one video and make 5 pieces of content from that one video? Could you post that every day with words on the screen? That's B-roll. This is the pillar of growth. And the SEO that she was talking about, everybody asked about hashtags. What you're really talking about is search engine optimization. How are people going to find me based on the words that I say? So what the girl was trying to say with Kelly is that she would write something like this on the screen and then she'd make it really small and push it off to the side. And that's how Instagram finds information, is the words on the reel.
So you can't see them. They're just.
That's what she does in that particular case. If you didn't want words on top of your screen, but you wanted the SEO, you could do like that. Either way, as long as the words are there, whether they're visible or not visible, it's what the internet spiders read and say, oh, this content must be about content, albums, reels, Fridays, Saturdays. Like, they read these words and the algorithm is super strong. And I think everybody is like, what's an algorithm? I don't understand an algorithm. It's still social. You can't be the mayor of a town by going to one event and kissing one baby. Right? You need to go all of the time. You need to meet more people. So the first step is grow. Put yourself in front of people. People who want your, you guys know. What if you're watching your little videos and you pause for 5 seconds on a video about cakes? What's the next 25 videos that they show you?
Cakes.
Do you see how the algorithm works? So if you're making content about whatever's important, the people who want to see that content will be pushed to you.
Not looking at solds and just listed and then getting more of them.
No.
I don't want that.
No. Have you guys ever searched just sold houses?
No.
No one cares.
No one cares. And guess what? Zuckerberg already has all your information. Okay, they have it. If you have Facebook, they got your information. They hear everything that you say. They look everything that you type on Google. Have you ever typed something on Google and then you got an ad?
Or have a conversation with somebody and you pick up your phone and start scrolling.
Yeah. So I know, it's like implanted in your brain almost. Like, I just thought about that. Okay. The point of that is we can sit here and complain about it, or we can use it to our advantage.
Correct.
So when we're talking about content, who do you want to reach?
Buyers, sellers.
Well, I don't know. For you, so for me, I'm not a luxury agent. I don't like houses. I don't like houses. I don't like chandeliers. I like people. I like stories. I like first-time home buyers. I like wealth building. Those are things I'm passionate about. So if I talk about those things, then people who are also passionate about those things will find I have to trust the algorithm. My job is just to create. And it's really hard when we're like doers. I call those white knuckle. You guys know what that? Holding on. And you're gonna make this thing happen no matter what. So your knuckles are white. That's white knuckling. You're forcing things to happen. Is the opposite of that. I'm gonna create the content. And I'm just gonna trust that this is gonna happen. And are there certain things you can do, like adding trending audio, all these little tips and tricks for sure, but at the base of it comes back to basic marketing principles. Who are my people? What's important to them? What do I have of value that I can put in front of them either physically or digitally? And where can I post it? It'll be in front of them. And then the best part is I can find a way to make them want it so much that they'll give me their contact information in exchange for it. That's where we get into like many chats and links and bio. Like that's far. We're not there yet, okay? But the point being, it's marketing is marketing is marketing is marketing. You guys know this. You guys are salespeople. Everyone in this room understands marketing instinctively. Take off realtor hat, use real person hat. You know this. So who has like a specialty? Because I'll do this for you. Who feels like they have like a specialty? Real estate specialty. When you're new, you're like, oh God, please someone call me. I don't care. I will work with every single person. Yes.
My specialty is staging.
Staging, okay? So who would be your ideal client? Who's gonna pay you?
Oh, other agents.
Realtors. So maybe she should be content geared towards realtors, right? So she should do pictures and videos behind the scenes, talk about staging, tips about staging. And the people were like, Google, how do I stage houses? I'm a new realtor. So you would say, hey, if you're a new realtor, you may not know this. And then the person who's like, I'm a new realtor, dear God, what do I do? Is gonna be sent over to you. So it's not just like direct, it's adjacent too. You wanna be thinking about all the things your ideal client wants and loves. If you wanna specialize in Fayetteville,
Veterans,
you gotta talk about, well, Fayetteville.
Yeah.
Like what is there to do in Fayetteville? I don't know, I don't live there.
Right.
It's not my business. But people who live there and sell there need to know. They need to know what to do, where to go, best parks, best restaurants. Like that's if you're looking for buyers and sellers,
Yep.
that's the content that you create, right? So many realtors like, oh, I'm gonna do my just listed, just sold, and like, yeah, you gotta put that stuff like as like proof of concept, but it shouldn't be hammering that all the time. Know you, like you, be likable. Every single person in here is likable. If you're not likable, I can't help you. You shouldn't be in real estate. Like, I'm so sorry, but you need to be likable. Now, the thing is though, who you're likable to doesn't have to be the same person that I'm likable to. There are people who are just annoyed by me. That's cool. They're not my people.
Right.
It's abundance. My people don't want to work with other people. Those people don't want, like, do you know what I mean? Those people don't want to work with me. That's okay. How many deals do you need? We have 15,000 deals per year in the Triangle. That's 30,000 transactions. The buyer and seller, isn't there? How many deals do you need? How many do you need? Is there enough business to go around? 100%. So it's really hard to niche down and be like, oh my gosh, I just want to be broad and neutral and general. And it's like you're trying to spray your driveway, power wash it on spray. It's not gonna work. You need to be focused to your ideal people. And when you niche down, the content becomes easy because you know what they want to hear. Anybody else as an agent, like new construction, for example. Does anybody love new construction? Yeah, new construction. Should you maybe go to new construction neighborhoods? Should you maybe talk about the difference between new construction and resale?
Yeah.
Should you do a pros and cons? Could you make one video for each pro and one video for each con? We just made 25 videos right now.
Yeah.
So it's not, you do know this. You just gotta ask yourself questions. Who's my people? What do they want? What do I have? What's special about me? And they're gonna love it. And my people will love me, and you'll have a wonderful business with people who love you. And then they're gonna refer all their friends who also love you. And that's how you build a referral-based business, right? So, but it starts thinking back, basic principles. Who are my people? Luxury people? I know my luxury people. So maybe you do take videos of chandeliers and you have this or that. Or you have a carousel of the different styles, like modern versus like I don't even know. Look, I don't care. So, but you go to like luxury, like I love the Umstead, everybody knows I love. So you go to the Umstead and you go to Pinehurst and you go to the Biltmore, like you go to these places that luxury people care about. You need to know if there's a helicopter pad somewhere. What's the cost of an in-ground pool? Who are the best in-ground pool taker carers of? Okay, so like those are things that your people will care about, and it's no longer about you. What you're doing is, I've got stuff that can help you, just like we do in person, it's just online. So that's where we have to kind of, it's easier than you think that it is, okay?
I wanna go back real quick.
Yes.
Kelly said something really impactful that I was like, oh, that makes sense. 6 to 900,000 was her price point.
Yes.
And she's like, I show them one step above, not the 2, 3, 4 million, $6 million.
Sure.
Because that's not ideal.
Yeah.
I mean, think about, we're not selling $6 million homes all the time.
No.
That's once in a
Right,
lifetime
right,
for some realtors.
Right.
Right, so don't go show the things that you're probably not dealing with
Yeah.
right now. What's the point? Just
I
look at it
mean,
for fun a little bit.
Tina had said something, lots of things, but this one she said specifically, like, if you want to be a luxury agent, just decide. It's literally the same amount of work.
But you gotta look luxury, act luxury, drive a luxury car, wear a luxury
Or you gotta
clothes.
look wealth, you gotta
I
like
mean,
look
it's
wealth
true.
building, you gotta do wealth building seminars, you gotta go to investor properties, you gotta learn about flips. Either way, you've gotta learn about what your client wants. And I find with a lot of newer people, they do what they think someone else wants them to do. I should wanna do luxury, I should wanna do first time, I should wanna do sellers. Do what you have to figure it out. And sometimes you stumble on it. Like, oh, I became the land girl on accident. Didn't mean to do that, but now baby becomes the land, right? Or I like 55 plus because I just happen to have a client and now I want to dive deep into that. So narrowing down, niching, focusing on 1 or 2 things so people know you as that person and they're gonna call you top of mind when that stuff happens. And if you wanna break into luxury, this is the same thing. Break into the step below. Help them sell and they're gonna buy into luxury. Right? Target those neighborhoods. But you need to know everything that they need to care about, which means you need to go on your MLS, put in a search, look at all those pictures, find those neighborhoods, drive around to them, take videos of them. Right? Okay, cool. I'm gonna get off on a marketing tangent. All right, and this is another consistency. This is just a different schedule of consistency, but it's 3 days a week. I can't see what that is. I think that's daily. Okay? This is 6 months of B-roll in 1 day. So she does 96 shots in 1 day. Because she does 3 camera angles of the same video.
Smart.
1, 2, 3. Because all you need is 6 seconds. All you need is 6 seconds. A lot of times we think that everything we post everybody sees. That's not how the algorithm works. It's not. Oh man, I posted this thing and nobody commented. They didn't see it. You gotta post it again.
Yeah.
With marketing, you gotta say things 9 times before people hear it. You guys know that? You've heard that before?
Yep.
9 times. So we gotta get past that fear of, oh, people don't think I'm annoying and I gotta post. I already talked about that. Oh, I saw that Eric posted about that, so I can't post. Unfollow other realtors.
Preach.
No, I mean, stay following them, but turn off the following.
Right.
Because you're gonna think that everybody sees what every realtor, they don't. They don't.
And do you want the realtors liking your post, or do you want the clients?
Maybe, if you're a stager,
Well, if you're a stager.
or you're a team leader,
Yeah.
you know, so then the question becomes, am I doing 2 things, selling houses and recruiting to my team or what have you? So then you gotta figure out, how do I mix both content, right? But most of that is education. Education.
Yeah.
If I'm educating agents, I'm also educating buyers and sellers. So it can be the same content and it will track, but okay, anyways. So, typing in a lot, you guys have seen these.
Yeah.
And then the content becomes, what do I want to talk about? And am I gonna put those words over the screen? Am I gonna put the words in the caption? Right? So that can come later. One of the, Lauren Taylor is one of the big TikTok and Instagram girls. She said something once, she said, don't try to think about what content you're gonna put on this B-roll yet. Just film it. And then it's available for you when you need it. Versus like, oh, where does the sound go to? And what would I say for this as make it related to real? Don't worry about that right now. Just film it. Block schedule, change of clothes, do a couple at one time, but understand you'll be able to post for the entire month, once a day, twice a day, plenty of content. Writing notes, putting on lipstick, closing your laptop. These things we can do, right? Is everybody, this doesn't feel as scary. These are the things we're doing today, by the way. You guys ready for this? Yeah. Can you close your laptop? Cool. And then record everything, including do your makeup, brushing your hair, putting your tidying the room. Have you seen? I think Amy Gregory. She's like.
Tying her shoes. Putting her purse on the desk, coming home with her groceries, like, yes.
Because no one cares what you're doing. They're reading the words on the screen. Right? I'm like, but doesn't it feel, okay, think of humans, right? Oh my God, I'm watching this girl get dressed. Dude, like, okay, what's gonna happen? So remember that human psychology, it's called a hook. It's a visual hook. Because people are scrolling. You need to catch their attention the first nanosecond, or else they're gonna scroll. Is this interesting enough for me to stay for the next second? And then I put something on the screen, right? So again, these are hook, you can say hook. I'm gonna hook them in. Is it interesting? And then save all your shots on your phone to a folder. Make a folder called B-roll. This is gonna be really helpful when you're coming back in the future to pick B-roll to use, so you're not having to scroll through all of your stuff. Okay? Growth, warming up, and selling. Those are the three purposes. These are the types of content for each of these things. So growth, engagement, sales. You need to have a mix of those things. If you have 0 followers, you can't be doing sales. Who are you selling to? You're yelling down an empty hallway. Hello. And you're like, no one's here. Okay, so we have to do growth, right? That needs to be our main strategy. Thanks for viewing. I have no idea what just happened there. So, yeah, so this, guys, this whole PowerPoint has a link to all those reels. It's not as hard as you think. We just have to do it. So, who is ready to do some B-rolls? I'm gonna have you partner. Find a friend. Pick a friend. Friends. Pick a friend. Find a friend. Hold your friend's hand. This is my friend. Put your arm around them. Find a friend.
Alright, what we doing?
Work together, you do it. I'll help, I'll supervise. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Why you're here? This is funny, this is what
So from here, you're gonna pick 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 videos.
What are we doing?
10 videos.
Oh, okay.
There's 10 options. You pick 1 or 2, and then do it from 3 different angles.
Oh, okay.
Can you guys do, right, and then turn around and film the other person. Very important, film this way.
Hey, wait, we gotta get this dirty stuff.
Right, we gotta clean up.
Get your trash off the table.
Clean up. Everybody, everybody. You're going to type at a laptop. You're going to sit down and type at a laptop, and the person's going to film you. 6 seconds. 6 seconds is the video. 6 seconds for one shot, close up. 6 seconds medium. 6 seconds wide. So we're going to make 3 reels in 1 minute.
Okay, we can do that, okay, all right. But now can I see?
No.
Say you wanna, I'm just gonna make this. Okay.
3 different angles.
Okay.
Who wants me to help them? Okay.
Did you look?
I might have it.
So, what kind of camera you got? What version?
Emails if you send it to those.
Oh, well, here, you can get it.
No, I
I know I like the one on yeah, I saw that there. Yeah, I like that. You like it? I know it's a private.
All right. We've already talked about it.
That's better than your little phone. That's better than your little phone.
No, like I saw, I think we have a charity posted on Facebook. And I said,
You just use a tool to mix the
No, you're totally right.
I like that. I like that. Look. Oh, you got the 16. Oh, I can do that.
You can choose any of
Now,
those.
let's go easy. Type.
Type in one.
I don't have a phone. You have a phone. You don't type. 6 seconds.
So we gotta do a wide shot, a medium, and a
Okay, which one you doing first?
set it up. Yeah, we'll set up.
Good?
I just started doing it.
Tell me when we're ready.
Concentrate I'm like, and I'm saying, I'm like, I need 30 minutes on my gallery to get rid of my OneDrive app.
What are we doing? Tell me when we're doing it.
Just type it like you said.
You gotta get on the sides, all right?
She's gonna send it to us. Why her? Because I'm your friend, not to be.
It's like a
How about?
It gotta be 6 seconds.
Everybody.